Hi guys, just going to talk through another method of finding the percentage change. Last video was all about finding the percentage change using the multiplier. We're not using multipliers for this page. So this page relies on a different method. We work out what the actual change in price or amount was. We then find what that is as a percentage of the original amount. So we do the actual change divided by the original amount times by 100. Okay, so the example is the price of a car has increased from £8,000 to 8,400. So what we do is we find the actual change between those amounts by doing a subtraction and get 400, and then we work out what 400 is as a percentage of that original amount. So we do 400 divided by 8,000 times 100. You guys do this all the time. When you get a test back, you work out what percentage you got out of however many marks were available on the question. Okay, so number one, have a go. I'll go through this one, then pause the video and have a go at the rest yourself. Don't rely on just watching the video and copying down the answers because it won't do you any good. Alright, so number one, the number of people employed by a firm increased from 250 to 275. So first off, the actual increase there was 25 people. So we're working out what 25 is as a percentage of the original amount, 250. Now that's a nice easy one, because when we do that, we will find that it is 10%. So that's a 10% increase. Okay, pause the video here, have a go at some yourself, use your calculator, and then unpause the video and mark your work. Right, number two. A man buys a motorbike for 4,000 and sells it 3 years later for 2,400. So the difference there, the decrease in price, is 1,600. And then we work out what that is as a percentage of the original amount. Always the original amount. And that is 40%. It's a 40% decrease, loss. They've worded it in this question. During the 4 weeks of her life, a baby's weight increases from 3,000 grams to 4,050. So let's work out what that increase is. That would be 1,050 grams. So we're going to divide that by the original amount, which was 3,000, times by 100. Okay, so that is a 35% increase. Number four, before cooking, a joint of meat weighs 2.5 kilograms. After cooking, the same joint of meat only weighs 2.1 kilograms. So it's gone from 2.5 down to 2.1. So that's a decrease of 0.4 kilograms. What is the percentage decrease in weight? So 0.4 divided by the original times 100. That's a 16% decrease in weight. Number five, a shopkeeper buys bananas at 80p a kilogram. After the fruit are ripe, has to sell them at only 52p per kilogram. Calculate the percentage loss. So the amount lost there is 28 pence. 28p as a percentage of 80 is 35% loss. Number six, when cold, an iron rod is 200 centimeters long. After being heated, the length increases to 200.5. So that's just an increase of 0.5. Calculate a percentage increase in length. So we divide that change by the original, 200, times by 100. And we get 0.25%. And the final question In 2016, a tennis player earned £2,410,200. In 2017, the same player earned £2,985,010. Calculate the percentage increase of her income. Okay, so it's not too much more difficult, this question. The only thing that makes it a bit more difficult is that the numbers are harder, longer to subtract. Let's use a calculator. So her earnings went up by £574,810. So it's that change divided by the original amount, the 2016 amount, times 100. I've already got that on my screen. I'm going to divide by that amount times by 100, and that is a 23.8% increase. It doesn't tell us how many decimal points to give this answer to, so 1 I think will be sufficient. 23.8. Okay, there we go.